And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for Jones last week, 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A.J. Klein. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give to Kamara running right, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He gets away from 1.
Good job, man.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 38, Winston looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive. There's nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Now back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Control.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Black 25. You can't block me. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Single, single. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Oh, what a move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Maybe a 12 down here.
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let him know, let him know.
2nd and long. And Josh Hill has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Winston.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I'm going back to you.
3rd and short yardage. Winston.
Oh, that
over the
got
middle,
big,
complete.
man.
It's
Oh,
Hudson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
To throw is Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made to...
How the fuck they ain't gonna do it?
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, it's over.
Hey, check my foot.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Ready? Flag. Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a...
And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Winston now from the 50. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Winston now finding Godwin complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Oh, man.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. 30. 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. Because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and it's expected him to pick up a first.
They'll go with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Big going right here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Ready? Black 22. Check.
Winston. That's caught by Howard.
Y'all gotta jump and pick
And
that
he
shit
will
up.
be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Black field though.